Hey guys, what's going on? Jeb here, and in today's video, as promised, I told Smay on Coffee and Crypto this morning that I was going to sell some Ethereum, buy some Polkadot, and I have done that. I'm going to be talking about in this video why I felt comfortable buying Polkadot. I'm going to show you the levels of support that you need to know, the reasons why it's in a major downtrend, and where I think the bottom is going to be. Hint, hint, I don't think it's quite here yet, but I think it's close. I'm going to be giving you a great buying opportunity and hopefully some good information on Polkadot. So if you want to learn more about some altcoins that you could diversify yourselves into, then you found the right video. Without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. So here we are looking at some daily dot, guys, and one of the first things you're going to notice is that Polkadot was in a major rising wedge over the last 6 months. It rallied all the way up to $55, and it has recently broken bearish out of this rising wedge. In doing so, there are people arguing that Polkadot is entering a very large head and shoulders pattern, and I would say to that, yeah, that's very much possible, and if we did see a rally on Polkadot back up to $40, we could easily see ourselves pull back down again and test new support. But right now, those two levels of support that we want to be looking at Polkadot are this uptrending level of support as constituted by highs back over here in January, as trading here in May and June, and also lows here in September moving into October. But there's also a longer term uptrending level of support on Polkadot right here, which gives us support somewhere right around 20 bucks. If we were to go through with this head and shoulders theory, then that would likely push us down to testing this uptrending level of support. And I personally think the bottom for this Polkadot correction is going to be somewhere between this uptrending level of support and this uptrending level of support. You might be wondering, Jeb, if you think Polkadot's going to go lower, then why did you just buy some? Well, because I don't know that it's going to go lower, and we may be at the exact bottom right now, and I didn't buy a ton. I just bought enough for myself to get some exposure so that if we were to go down, I'd feel comfortable buying 2 or 3 times what I've already purchased. So I'm loading up my bags down here on these dips, and this is what I'm encouraging you guys to do. While Bitcoin and while cryptocurrencies are in corrections, it's not a bad idea to cycle out of some of your very profitable investments into new investments. For example, some of the Ethereum that I am selling to buy Polkadot, I bought it 130 bucks 18 months ago, and now I'm liquidating that Ethereum at like a 2,000% gain so that I can go and buy Polkadot, because I think that Polkadot is going to perform very well. It is the leader in the layer 0 interoperability ecosystem, and I think that it is going to be a $100 billion project in the future, but I'm not convinced that the bottom is in just yet. Let me show you some reasons why. It's not just the fact that we are seeing some very strong downtrends. If you look out here on the weekly chart, you can see that we have seen 5 red weeks in a row, but on top of that, there's also some very significant bearish RSI divergence showing up out here on the daily chart. On top of that, we're also looking at a major bearish cross that happened on weekly chart MACD. All of that tells me, hey, look, guys, I think we're very bearish right now, and the bottom probably isn't in yet. Now, you might be wondering, Jeb, isn't all of that the same thing on Solana? Solana right now has bearish RSI divergence, as you can see right here. It's having a bearish MACD cross. Why aren't you buying Solana, Jeb? Well, the reason I'm not buying Solana yet is because if you look at the daily chart on it, it hasn't had much of a correction. But on the flip side, if we go back to Polkadot, Polkadot has already corrected 53%. I don't think this cryptocurrency is going to correct a whole lot more. I think it could go down -60 to -65%, and that would put us down here around $22 to $20, which is where I will be loading up even more of my bag. So I just bought Polkadot. I just sold about an Ethereum to buy some Polkadot and move some over there. And I'm thinking about selling another 2, 3, maybe 4 Ethereum and buying some Polkadot, loading up my bags. Right now, as we're in this big correction, I've been loading up on Cardano. I've been loading up on Avalanche. I just bought some Avalanche this morning. Tell me if you'd like to see a dedicated video on why and where I just bought Avalanche. And I'm also loading up on Chainlink. I bought some of that a few months ago, a couple of weeks ago. And now I'm loading up on Polkadot because I want to be ready in some of these big power player altcoins moving into the next market cycle that I think will be starting in the next 30 to 60 days. But I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Tell me down below. Hashtag and follow it with the altcoin that you are getting into right now. Are you getting into Polkadot? Are you getting into Avalanche? Are you getting into Solana? What are you looking to get into? And are you selling some of your other highly profitable assets like Bitcoin and Ethereum? Or are you putting new money into the cryptocurrency space because you believe that the cryptocurrency market is about to explode? I'd love to hear that. I'm going to try and read every single comment on this video, and I'll respond to them. So make sure you tell us down below. Also, make sure to hit that like button, and don't forget to sign up for Lux Algo. It's one of my favorite indicators. In fact, it is my favorite indicator. You can find the link down below for that. Follow me on my Twitter at CryptoJeb. We're everywhere. We're on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can find all that down below. Before I go, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Hey! You made it to the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely consider subscribing because we're trying to help you become financially free in these cryptocurrency markets. And also, consider following us on Twitter @CryptoJeb for more updates on the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Peace.